This is NDTV, and you're watching Classics.
Any book on India's modern political history will have to have a long chapter on my guest today, because today he may be a painter and a poet, but Vishwanath Pratap Singh started many remarkable things. One, he ended the one-party rule. Two, he ensured that whoever has to run Delhi now has to give a say to Patna and Lucknow, Hyderabad and Bangalore. Third, with the help of a man called Mandal, he started a process of social and political engineering that still goes on. And finally, when he walked out of Rajiv Gandhi's cabinet, complaining about Bofors, he unlocked ghosts that still continue to haunt us. VP Singh ji, welcome to Walk the Talk. It's been long overdue.
Yes, I've been looking forward that someday we'll have a walk and talk together.
Right, but never retired. Let me use a phrase that Vajpayee used about himself. Never tired, never retired. You fought sickness, you fought political wilderness, but you've always been somehow in the center stage.
Somehow I never get bored of life.
So not tired, not retired, not bored.
And I always find something which totally absorbs me. And because I'm totally absorbed, much of my worries just vanish.
And worries about health?
Oneself,
Health.
because the issue absorbs you.
But even in terms of health and in terms of your own moods and sort of worries, it looks like they're much less now than they were 2 or 3 years back. You know, it's all of your friends and admirers are happy, like me. But you brought about a remarkable turnaround in your own outlook.
One is what I found most useful is acceptance.
Right.
Acceptance, not a passive one. While one fights with whatever resources one has, disease, but acceptance that, well, it's not going to change. For instance, I have this kidney failure and also multiple myeloma, which is a bone marrow malignancy. I know they are not going to be cured.
It is a,
But
it is a cancer.
Yes, it is a cancer. But now I know my days are not many. But if I spend them with a long face, then whatever I've got is lost. So why lose what little I have? So in the morning when I get up, I find no pain in my body, look at myself in the mirror. I said, I'm alive, I'll enjoy this day today. And that is how it is.
Well,
But once if I were grumbling, had I not been ill, I would have been going around, I would been doing this, I would have been doing that, then one is lost.
Right. But was there a phase like that for some time?
No.
How long did it take you accepting this reality?
When the doctor told me in America, my wife was beside me, and my first thought went to her when he told me that I've got multiple myeloma, that what will happen to her. This was my first thought. Next came my feudal instincts, good or bad. It helped me at that time that I will not succumb. I will not break down.
Feudal instinct or a politician's instinct?
Oh no, I think my family instinct.
And the politicians are built tougher than feudals.
Yeah. So that disease may take me, but it will not take my dignity.
Right.
So this was the first thing which gave me support, at least outward. Though I was sad, it's not a happy news anyway. And it weighed on my mind and heart. But then, over a period of time, came acceptance.
But you've handled
And
it,
after acceptance,
but you've handled it so well now that you should become a wellness guru.
well, if you don't feel sad about a thing or oppressed by it, disease is gone. Major part of disease is the mental impact it has. If you can ward it off, then it's virtually gone till you physically have pain.
You know, VP Singh, your disease and your, let me say, political decline into wilderness happened around the same time. Was one a consequence of the other?
No, I don't think so, because right up to 96 I was active.
Yeah.
Even the Prime Ministership was offered to me in 96. And somewhat I've been in politics anyway, whether it be bringing down the BJP government in 13 days or by one vote
Right.
of source. So that way something or other has engaged me. But now it's not in the formal political sense of being a party member or campaigning.
But that was a remarkable change, you know, from Rajiv Gandhi being your sort of political rival number one to the BJP becoming a political enemy number one. With Rajiv Gandhi, at least you fought for power. With the BJP, you are only fighting to bring them down, to keep them out of power. It's a kind of negative engagement.
It's sometime, well, fighting disease is also a negative engagement, but it's necessary.
So let me read between the lines. Are you saying that the BJP is like a disease?
Not in the sense personally, I know many of their leaders and I've got very good relations with them. And I have no personal animus. But it is the hate agenda at the ground level. The hate of the minorities, particularly the Muslims. If they can drop that agenda, they become a normal party. But I find it so difficult for them over and over a period of time, it comes up again and again. And I don't think it's good for the country.
Can they drop that agenda? Are they capable? You know their leaders.
It's difficult. It's difficult because right from the RSS Shakha, the mental psyche is all made up like that. And with whatever the top leaders may say, at ground level what happens everybody knows. And but still one can wish.
But you know the senior leaders, you know Mr. Advani, Mr. Vajpayee, Murli Manohar Joshi, he's from your state
No,
also.
senior leaders all right. Senior
Do they
leaders.
understand this, what you're saying?
Even if they understand it, they are in a setup where they can't do anything.
Now, when did you come to this conclusion that Rajiv and Bofors were a lesser enemy or a lesser target than BJP and
No,
Hindustan?
Rajiv as such, of course we fought each other in the election, win or lose. And, but after his death, I have never raised the issue.
But it was a very bitter election. I remember, in fact, I came to cover your by-election in Allahabad in 1988.
Yeah.
When you were riding a motorbike all day with just a flask of milk,
Yes.
and we were having a tough time, you know, I was
Yes.
17 years younger, even I was having a tough time then following you. It was a very hot summer.
Yes, 48 degrees at
Yes,
that time.
it followed our worst drought of the century.
Yes, yes.
And you were so motivated, and all the rhetoric was anti-Rajiv, corruption, personal. How did you and Rajiv relate to each other after that election? Did he forgive you?
I never made a personal charge against him. I made many charges of lapses as a government head, but I didn't make a personal charge. After that, I had called on him, and on Kashmir issue, I had invited him for dinner, and a few more issues at one-to-one talk.
Was there bitterness?
No, he didn't show any bitterness.
And
That way he was very sophisticated and polished.
But he never asked you jokingly, or otherwise, why did you do this? Do you really believe I made money in Bofors?
No, he didn't put that question.
But did you believe he made money in Bofors?
Well, I never made that charge. What I had said was that the government is covering up and making wrong statements. And there's no reason why a government should be making and go on revising its statements unless there's a cover. I went only to that extent.
No, but you were in the government. You were in the government when this happened. You were in the government subsequently. What was your sense? Was it your sense that Rajiv Gandhi or his family made any money in Bofors, or you think others made it and he was covering up? What was your worst belief?
Well, I think I never made the charge he or his family has taken up. But someone has taken money that is now proven. Even the Swiss accounts show the accounts where the money has gone. Now that compelled him to cover up or what, I don't know. But certainly the statements made by the government need not have been made. Could have been very straight.
But knowing Rajiv, having known him very well, you were also a friend of his. Do you think he was the kind of person who will make money on a defense deal? Give me your honest answer.
I was a great admirer of his, and I virtually saw no fault with him. And used to fight with my friends for him that we've got a better leader than Indira Gandhi. That was my state of mind. And the differences arose not on buffers, it was on the HDW. Submarine. And I got a telegram on my desk that from our ambassador in Germany that there were commissions in this by Indian agents. I reported it to Rajiv and then I ordered an inquiry.
But
that led to differences and I resigned from the cabinet.
But now it's been more than a decade and a half.
Yes.
Do you ever have regret that if you had not done it, maybe Rajiv would have been seen in better light today?
Well,
because the Bofors charge will stick forever.
It's what I think we fought each other very honestly. He did what he believed at that time, and I did what I really believed. And it was an honest fight from both sides in what each of us believed. Now I remember it was Bimal Jalan, now I can speak of him because he is not a government official. He came to me and I was in this lawn behind this.
Right.
And he said that you two should not part, Rajiv and you.
Oh, he came to advise you?
Yes, and it will be a great loss to the country. I told her, what can a one person matter if how alone I can matter for that purpose, and disposed it off then. And what he said, there will be a big impact. So now looking back, he was very right. It did have an impact.
So do you have some regret that this politics went that way?
In a way that we were very close. I have Indraji built me up. For the family, I have very high regard, and I wish them well. It would have been better had things not developed this way.
Right.
But I think neither of the two could have helped it.